Welcome to Fishing Auto Channel and Happy New Year's!
So behind me here is my wife's aquarium. This is her office. Even though since COVID happened, she hasn't been in here for, I don't know, 9 months now. I've been taking care of this beautiful aquarium behind me here. Is actually, I figured out a way because of the fact that we have such a large coral farm. I think there's almost, well, there used to be about 20,000 gallons, but that was including the fish. We took one of the fish systems out. So we got like 18,000 gallons of water running out there. And the great thing about having all that water volume is, and the way we take care of it, this beautiful 120-gallon aquarium behind me here would normally require dosing pumps or a calcium reactor or some other form of maintenance equipment to it to maintain it, to keep it happy and healthy. But because I have the ability to do a big, water change to about right here once a week, I take the majority of the water out. So I replace it with water from one of my thriving coral systems out in my farm. That gives, this tank makes it very low maintenance. Not many people have that ability to do, so I don't recommend you do something like that with massive water changes on an aquarium if you decide to put an aquarium in your home. But because I can do that, it allows me to not have to worry about a dosing pump or a calcium reactor or anything else equipment-wise on the aquarium, and I can keep this tank looking absolutely gorgeous. We have not a very big diversity of corals in this aquarium. My wife is really into a type of coral called Acanthophyllia, also known as a common name as donut coral or meat coral. They're the ones that you see all along the bottom. Also has an infatuation with Cynarinas, which is also a type of button meat type coral. They're kind of in the center of the tank, kind of going in a wedge. Then we also have the torch corals over here to the right, and more in a genus called, or a family called Euphylliidae. There's Fimbriphyllia and Euphyllia, and actually just new additions. There's two up in the corners here, in the middle of the tank, and actually back in the corner they're called Acanthophyllia jardinis. They're also Euphylliidae. Very, very small diversity in the species that are in this aquarium, and it's mainly because this is what my wife really loves, and of course I've grown fond of them as well, and the tank looks absolutely amazing. We have very few fish in here. We were very fortunate that, honestly, I can't remember how long ago it was. Is it 5 years ago or maybe even 6? That we received a bonded pair of gem tang. They're in here now, they're about this big, they're a bonded pair. Keeping two together normally doesn't work too well. Normally one's dominant and one kills the other one, but these guys just thrive and do amazing. We also have a gorgeous fish from Western Australia. Actually, the tangs came from Mauritius, which is in the middle of the Indian Ocean between Madagascar. We got this other fish that is called a Amnapsis Leonardii, which comes from Western Australia. Very, very, very highly sought after fish, called rare. In reality, it's not rare at all in its natural habitat. It's just rare in the aquarium trade because honestly, to get them from where they live to Australia, then to me, is a super long process, and it's actually quite difficult. So it's about a 3-day transit from the time it gets to the supplier facility before it actually gets received at my facility. So 3 days for a fish in a box, fish inside of a bag, is extremely long and very difficult to do. And we've been fortunate enough that we were importing them for a few years. And this guy here, actually it's a she, it's not a he. There's only been actually one real documented male in captivity, and that's our buddy Sanjay from Penn State University. He's got one that was a female, and she morphed into the male, what was that, a year ago maybe? A year or two. Maybe 2 years ago. Absolutely stunning to see what they look like, because they actually weren't able to collect them and bring them back alive. So they stopped doing it. The juveniles are the easiest ones. And this one here, put it in the tank, went in the sand, we thought it disappeared. It was gone for 2.5 months. All of a sudden, my wife, she's working. I get a phone call. I'm like, why are you calling me? She's like, you gotta get in here now. The fish finally, all of a sudden, after 2.5 months, decided to come out of the sand and start swimming around the tank and eating. And now, ever since that day, 2.5, 3 years ago, It's been out and about every single day, all day long, and goes under the sand at nighttime like it's supposed to. Maybe it had 2 months to adjust to the time zone difference. I don't know, but it was awesome to see that fish come back out. We also have a trio of rhomboid wrasses, or golden fairy wrasse. Beautiful super male, and then he's got 2 girls that hang out with him. But it's a very simple, easy tank to take care of. But it's something that I enjoy looking at every single day. So that's the beautiful office aquarium that we have.